When the dead rise, it's important to be well informed. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things to remember before seeing Zombieland Double Tap. For this list, we're looking at key facts and background info about this long-anticipated sequel, as well as providing a refresher in case you've forgotten details about the first film.
I think I would have made a damn fine president.
You would have brought a real dignity to the office.
You're welcome, America.
Number 10. 10 years have gone by.
It's been 10 years since the zombie apocalypse.
Oh my God, we're back again.
As any Zombieland fan will tell you, it's been a long wait for a sequel. Right after the film's first release back in 2009, director Ruben Fleischer expressed his hopes for a sequel. Sadly, however, the project languished in development hell. A TV pilot starring a new cast aired in 2013, but wasn't picked up as a series. During the intervening years, the actors involved have noticeably aged, especially Abigail Breslin, who's gone from precocious child actor to a woman in her 20s. Rather than try to gloss over this fact, the screenwriters decided to work with the real-world changes and establish that 10 years have passed since the events of the first film.
What would you like, little girl?
I'd really like for you to stop calling me little girl.
Number 9. Zombie Kill of the Week. A post-apocalyptic world in which the dead rise and eat the living doesn't exactly sound like an environment that encourages fun, and so survivors have to make their own. Killing zombies is inherently risky, but in the first film, Tallahassee, Columbus, Little Rock, and Wichita managed to imbue this messy business with a dash of levity by making a game out of it. Zombie Kill of the Week is just what it sounds like. A competition for the most epic and creative zombie kill. Now, the rules aren't clearly defined, but it also includes people beyond the core group. Here's hoping we see even more contenders in the sequel.
Zombie Kill of the Week goes to Sister Cynthia Knickerbocker.
Number 8. Is Bill Murray still alive? The 2009 film gives this actor a fairly definitive demise. First, he gets a bullet to the chest courtesy of Columbus, and then our intrepid group of heroes wrap up his corpse and ceremoniously chuck it off the roof.
2, 1.
You guys want some Purell?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, he's fooled us before. When we first meet Murray, he's posing as a zombie so that real zombies will leave him alone. Unfortunately, when he uses the disguise to prank other survivors, it brings him a world of pain and an untimely death. And yet, sure enough, there he is in the trailer. It could be a flashback, but with Dan Aykroyd confirmed to make a cameo appearance, who knows, maybe we'll be getting an Undead Ghostbusters reunion.
What made you do it? And don't say the script.
Can this be just between us?
Number 7. Wichita and Columbus. At the end of the first film, it seemed as if Emma Stone's Wichita and Jesse Eisenberg's Columbus had found love in the most unlikely of places, an amusement park littered with bloody corpses. The romantic tension had been building for much of the film, and in this moment, it really seemed that these two had earned themselves a happily ever after. Unfortunately, young love rarely lasts, and we can only imagine that the stress of a zombie apocalypse would take its toll. So it remains to be seen how their relationship has since progressed. With the introduction of Zoe Deutsch's Madison as the bubbly but seemingly not so bright new addition to the group, there could be a love triangle in the works.
Oh, so she knows the rules?
I told her just a few of them.
73, are there more?
You're cute. I like it.
Number 6. We only know Wichita's real name. Another one of the original film's endearing quirks is that the characters don't go by their real names, but rather names of places they come from or that are important to them.
What's your name?
Stop. No names. Keeps us from getting too familiar.
This isn't limited to just our 4 core characters either. Columbus's old neighbor and the first zombie he killed is referred to only as 406, and she calls him 408. In this world, almost all relationships are doomed to end in heartache, probably sooner rather than later. Using code names helps diminish attachment. At the end of the first film, however, Wichita revealed her real name to be Krista, signaling that she'd formed a bond with Columbus. In the sequel, we'll also be meeting new code-named characters like Albuquerque, Nevada, Flagstaff, and Berkeley.
Start talking.
You first. Oh, my name's Tallahassee.
Number 5. Twinkies. Rule number 32 of Zombieland states that you need to enjoy the little things. In Tallahassee's case, there's one little thing in particular that he longs to enjoy more than anything else: a Twinkie.
You're incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
Twinkie, 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 Twinkie.
When they come across a crashed Hostess delivery truck in the 2009 film, the discovery that it only contains a mountain of snowballs nearly breaks the man. In the film's climax, however, Little Rock finally finds the snack that Tallahassee has been searching for, a gesture that clearly means the world to him. Now that 10 years have passed, we fear that Tallahassee's nightmare has come true and that the world's Twinkie supply has gone bad. Here's hoping he's found a solution to satisfy his cravings.
As he savored that spongy yellow log of cream, we had hope.
What would your Twinkie be in real life? Your most desired apocalypse snack?
I can tell you right now, I would go for mango.
The fact that like he was held hostage by his desire for Twinkies
Also,
was so disturbing to me and upsetting, and I could understand it, but like...
The opposite of Woody.
And so the opposite of Woody, I know, it's just so great. But like just that idea of like, I would find joy in discovering a lot of things in pantries if I came across it, if that was in that world.
Number 4. Tallahassee's puppy. Woody Harrelson's character Tallahassee is a tough-as-nails kind of guy, who, with the exception of his aforementioned weakness for Twinkies, is usually pretty unflappable. In this undead world, as he tells Columbus, he's arguably found his true calling. But for all his bluster and apparent love of the apocalypse, Tallahassee actually has a big heart. And as we learned about 3/4 of the way through the film, the zombie apocalypse broke it in the worst possible way. Earlier in the movie, Tallahassee talked to Columbus about the puppy he lost, Buck.
Cutest dog ever.
As he talks about Buck, however, and the flashbacks begin to play, we realize that Buck wasn't a dog, but rather Tallahassee's toddler son. Talk about heartbreaking.
He had my personality, my laugh, my appetite.
Laugh. And that's when it hit me. I felt so ashamed that it had taken me this long.
Number 3. These zombies are fast.
Rule number 1 for surviving Zombieland: cardio.
Filmmaker George A. Romero is credited with having first popularized the zombie genre as we know it today. And the way he envisioned them, zombies were strong but slow-moving. With the Walking Dead comic book series and TV show having helped zombies reach unprecedented heights of popularity, and creator Rob Kirkman largely having followed the Romero model, slow is generally the default setting that people expect from zombies. That being said, we've gotten zombies of all shapes, sizes, and speeds over the last few decades. And the speedy undead population of Zombieland make it necessary for survivors to keep up their cardio. And as Wichita teases in the trailer, it seems that the zombies are getting even faster and deadlier.
Stronger, faster, better adapted to the hunt.
They're much more afraid of us than we are of them.
Number 2. The group has become a family. When we first met Columbus, he made it very clear that he had no interest in playing the hero. Survival for him was a solitary endeavor. Forming bonds with other people meant unnecessary risks, and he's not alone in feeling that way. Tallahassee seems thoroughly disinterested in getting attached, while sisters Wichita and Little Rock are straight-up con artists, who even after getting to know Columbus and Tallahassee, abandoned them.
It's your sister with my gun. Hello?
However, when you save each other and kill countless zombies together, you can't help but bond. And so by the time the credits roll, this disparate group of survivors has found something actually worth living for: family. Considering they're still together 10 years later, that concept clearly means a lot to them.
And without other people, well, you might as well be a zombie.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The rules of Zombieland. Throughout this list, we've made reference to a couple different rules for survival, including don't be a hero, enjoy the little things, and the importance of good cardio. These rules come courtesy of Columbus, who, being a bit detail-oriented and paranoid, believes that they're quintessential to staying alive in this dangerous new world.
Well, the number 1 rule in the movie is cardio, and I think it's a great rule because you know, if you can't defend yourself, you could at least run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say get on a boat and
Woody.
That's
get
so
out
smart.
to sea or something.
No, let him have
Thank
it.
you.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, because,
Right,
you
of
know,
course, they're not gonna follow
did they
you.
swim? I mean, you know what I mean?
That's really interesting.
Get out there.
You absolute monster.
That was her.
My answer.
was
her
her.
answer.
I
came
came
up
up
with
with
it.
it a
I
long
said
time
it in
ago.
interviews, and now he's just started saying, "Go on a boat."
She's
Well,
been saying it for like since we
You
were
can
filming.
adopt it
Yeah.
if the good idea, you adopt it,
Yeah, you
right?
take it as your own.
Yeah,
you don't
but
say,
you
"Oh, Em
say
came up with a really good
yeah.
idea." I don't know. Earlier this year, when we were filming the movie that she talked about.
I admit it.
Do you have
As he drops these tidbits throughout the original film, it quickly becomes clear that he has a lot of them. And as we learn in the trailers for the sequel, he's seemingly only been adding to that list in the years since we last saw him. The sequel's title is actually a reference to his second rule: after cardio, always double tap.
Which leads me to my second rule, the double tap. In those moments when you're not sure the undead are really dead, don't get all stingy with your bullets.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.